So the other day, my wife, God bless her, was jonesing for a Teen Mom update. That's her vice, whatever. She goes on YouTube and types Kaylin Lowry update. After scrolling down for slightly longer than the typical user, a certain video catches her eye. It's this one, uploaded August 28, 2022, 125,000 views. Title, R.I.P. It's with our deepest regret to report about the sudden death of Kaylin Lowry's beloved son. The thumbnail merges Kaylin Lowry with an image of a coffin ready to be lowered into the ground, the text R.I.P. displayed in large stencil letters. Horrified, my wife clicks on the video, and after an unskippable ad, she's greeted by an accented woman reading a script of the unimaginable news of 9-year-old Lincoln Marroquin's passing over the pensive and mournful notes of a piano. The 4 commenters offering condolences.
30-year-old has announced that her and J.V. Marroquin's second son, Lincoln Marshall Marroquin, has passed away unexpectedly. The TV star wrote on her Instagram channel a few minutes ago, "I have to tell you that yesterday I had to say goodbye to my baby son Lincoln."
There's just one problem. This is fucking bullshit. It's all made up. Lincoln is very much alive. Here he is in a recent Instagram photo with Kaylin. Here's a news article from last month about Teen Mom fans admonishing Kaylin for encouraging Lincoln to swear on camera.
Okay, so this is your one and only chance to say any cuss word you want. Who's going first?
Me. Hey?
Yep.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, that kid looks pretty not dead to me. So my wife recounted this experience to me, and my first thought was that this is an obvious hoax, right? The bootleg script, no other confirming articles. If one of the Teen Mom kids died, you would not be able to escape that news. It would be a national tragedy. But my second thought was, who the fuck is degenerate enough to pull a death hoax about a kid? That evening, she showed me the video. It was made by a channel called Celebrity_History. 34,000 subscribers, 10 million channel views, uploading multiple times per day, all celebrity death hoaxes, all the same split thumbnails, all the same accented woman, all the same fucking piano track.
Most recently, George Clooney started a new project a year ago and plans a sci-fi movie to shoot this year and next. But now Clooney died suddenly.
This video wasn't a one-off thing. This was a fucking operation. The hundreds of uploads start to form their own fictional universe. After Lincoln apparently passed away on August 28th, here is Kaylin on November 12th on her deathbed from a breast cancer diagnosis, and again a month later on December 8th dying in a car accident. Reba McEntire is honored in 5 of these videos. Here she is with a stage 4 brain cancer diagnosis, saying her last goodbyes to fans, then perishing in a plane crash, and the most recent vid is an update on her funeral. Now, if the holistic picture of this channel wasn't so despicable, I would say that some of these titles are actually pretty funny. For example, Celine Dion, who famously sang "My Heart Will Go On." Well, an hour ago her heart stopped. That one had 1 million views. Keeping with the Titanic theme, at Kate Winslet's funeral, Leonardo DiCaprio was seen uncontrollably sobbing. Terminal illness doesn't always have to be a time for sorrow. It can sometimes help people mend fences and move on. Apparently, Will Smith's slap landed Chris Rock in the hospital. Then Will Smith himself ended up in the hospital, with Jada Pinkett Smith pleading Chris to forgive her husband, which Chris finally did a few weeks ago, so at least we have a happy ending there. It's hard to be coy about all of this, though. Celebrity death hoaxes aren't victimless crimes if you ask their relatives. And the operationalization of farming for clicks off of shocked fans is really on another level of moral depravity, especially when they're targeting children. Something else caught my eye about this channel, though. Going to the Shorts tab, there are some hidden videos of Vietnamese cuisine. These lemongrass ribs in particular look delectable. And in the Playlists tab, you'll find the earliest videos on the channel. The vlog of Hugh Min Tae, who works in the rice fields catching pests and other animals. Here he is nabbing a rat with his bare hands. It's just so bizarre that an agrarian Vietnamese guy could be linked to an issue existing entirely in our global technological hellscape, like a celebrity death hoax clickbait scheme. I'm just saying, if I had to imagine the person or people behind this channel, I wouldn't pick the dude fishing snails out of a muddy hole for a living. What's more likely, in my opinion, though, is that Human Tae is just an innocent bystander whose channel was either stolen or bought by the hoaxers. Human Tae's last vlog was published on March 19th. The first death hoax was uploaded to the channel several months later on July 14th. Commenters noticed the abrupt change and demanded the return of their regularly scheduled eel fishing programming, but to no avail. Human Tae's vlog was no more. Celebrity history was here to stay. At this point, I was contemplating posting a video about this micro-adventure. The story of a farmer in Vietnam whose nature vlogs were corrupted into a bizarre clickbait scam. But it didn't sit right with me to stop there. Something just wasn't adding up. The abrupt transition of content, the consistent dumping of these mass-produced, low-effort scripted videos, I learned my lesson from ElsaGate. There's no way that celebrity history was an isolated incident. If you can steal a channel and repurpose it as a clickbait cash cow, there's no way you're stopping at one. There's probably a whole bunch of these zombie channels out there. I figured that I had stumbled upon a vertex of a network of these channels, but I had no idea how big that network was. I started looking around, first by typing in Kaylin Lowry death. The celebrity history video my wife found showed up, but below that was a similar fraudulent video about Lincoln's passing by Celeb Breaking News. Same deal. Celebrity death hoaxes posted multiple times per day, some read by a female voice, some by text-to-speech, all bullshit. Then I searched Reba McEntire death, same thing, video by Alan Radio. 30 minutes ago, sad news, found in the bathroom, goodbye Reba McEntire. Video by deceased celebrities. 5 minutes ago, R.I.P. Reba McEntire, died on the way to hospital, goodbye country queen. Search any over 50 A-list celebrity's name, plus death, or died, or RIP, and you'll stumble upon one of these channels. Several of these channels even. George Clooney, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Idris Elba. They've all died multiple times over. So what I decided to do was compile a list of all the celebrity death hoax channels I could find, see if I could spot patterns in their behavior. At the time of recording, I've documented 64 of these channels, 2.3 million subscribers between them, over 600 million views total. And just to be clear, this is a sample of all the death hoax channels out there. I had to stop early so I could finish making this video. Now, it seems like current etiquette when dealing with these spam-type entities is to omit mentioning their names, to avoid signal boosting or giving them more attention, as was the case with the Jacksepticeye bots. But I don't agree with that approach for this situation for a few reasons. One, the celebrity death hoax channels are pretty well established and in finite supply, unlike the comment bots which seem to be conjured in endless quantities. Axing the top performing hoax channels will severely hinder the ability of these scammers to build back their infrastructure, whereas the botted comments feel more like a hydra. Two, related, I'm fairly confident that once YouTube catches on to these channels, they will be terminated or severely penalized, so a momentary signal boost en route to a positive community outcome seems inconsequential. 3, based on my current channel performance, the signal boost would optimistically be in the double digits of views. And 4, analyzing and researching the behavior of these hoax channels is valuable education to the YouTube populace on how nefarious actors operate. All this said, I still want to discourage viewers from harassing these channels, abusing the flagging system, or turning this into a community witch hunt. The best thing you can do is consider the evidence I present, look into these channels yourself, and if you take issue with their content, spread this video around. Hopefully the right people will catch on after a while. With that out of the way, here's the spreadsheet. When my list was 20 entries long, I was going to do a quick review of each individual channel, but that seems inconvenient at this point, so instead I'll kind of rapid fire a disorganized collection of observations I've made through my research. There isn't a single blueprint that accommodates all 64 of these celebrity death hoax channels. In fact, there's quite a bit of variety. Channels like Celebrity History and Deceased Celebrities are just completely brazen in their libelous claims about celebrity deaths, often painting fantastical pictures about their cause of death, whether it's cancer, being found dead in a bathroom, car crashes. The most popular channels like Nene Star News with 73 million views, for example, are a little more subtle with their presentation. Nene Star News will target celebrities who have recently lost friends or relatives and do everything in their power to make it seem as though the celebrity themselves have passed away. For example, here we have a thumbnail of Keith Urban next to a candle with text, "Rest in Peace." That candle picture comes up often. And the title says, "R.I.P. We are extremely sad to report about tragic death of Keith Urban friend Randy Fletcher," with the "friend Randy Fletcher" part purposely cut off of the title when browsing in their channel. Or here's another trick they use. Thumbnail of Willie Nelson next to a person in a hospital bed. Title, "We have extremely sad news for 89-year-old singer Willie Nelson as he's confirmed to be..." Confirmed to be what, motherfucker? This isn't an accident. These titles are deliberately unclear to entice you to click. Thumbnail of Kevin Costner next to a coffin. Title so long it cuts off. Click and you realize it's not about him but a co-actor. Another video titled R.I.P. Tom Hanks touches our hearts with a tearful goodbye. Except he's not saying goodbye to us, he's saying goodbye to his ex-wife Samantha Luz, who passed away from bone cancer 20 years ago. The most popular channel on this list, World of Stars with 100 million channel views, operates similarly. Mixed in with generic celeb clickbait, you'll get videos like "Prayers up, Barack Obama hospitalized in critical condition suffering from this," with a couple 100,000 views, uploaded on January 21st, 2021. But when you take a look at actual journalism, you'll find that Obama did visit the hospital for a sore throat. He just went in to get some tests, ended up being acid reflux. He most definitely was not in critical condition. This is another subgenre of these videos where they'll target a celebrity who recently had a hospital visit for like a mild case of COVID, and then exaggerate that into a life-threatening illness, the celebrity only having days to live. And here's another zinger from the World of Stars channel for good measure, a title crop to make it look like Janet Jackson just died when really it was a co-star. Other channels pull different tricks. Watch Flicks with 15 million channel views post legitimate badges of recent celebrity deaths, like in the video Hollywood actor who passed away recently in 2020. But the thumbnail has Vin Diesel, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Samuel L. Jackson, all very much alive. That thumbnail helped the video pass 4 million views. Celebrity Tribute, 45 million channel views, has a series of videos titled The Life and Tragic Ending of, where the implication obviously is that some terrible misfortune has befallen the subject, such as in this video about Richard Schiff, the thumbnail with a picture of him on a hospital bed from the TV show The Good Doctor. Except most of these celebrities are fucking fine, and the scripts are just generic reviews of their careers. Often these channels will operate in their own celebrity subgenres. Celebrity Tribute, I just mentioned, had an era of clickbaiting the royal family. Bali News and Akash TV review Indian celeb deaths. Many I imagine are bullshit since the American celebrities they talk about are still alive. Some channels cater to specific reality TV shows. Entertainment Today News Channel and Entertainment Latest News Channel both service fans of 90 Day Fiancé. Inside AGT show clickbaits America's Got Talent and has posted about Simon Cowell's supposed death. He seems to be popular with these channels. But weirdly, some of the most popular channels on this list, World of Stars, Stars News, CB News, only talk about black celebrities. Why this is, I have no fucking idea, but I've found 5 more channels that do the same. While the channels are varied in their presentation, the videos are mostly quite similar. Either text-to-speech or a human voice will read a generic 3-minute script about the celebrity subject. And the voices aren't consistent within channels. Often a single channel will have multiple narrators. However, after consuming enough of this stuff, you do start to recognize voices shared between channels. For example, the Celebrity History Girl also has appeared on Celeb Disappeared.
50 Cent's family is worried about him. Curtis James Jackson III, known professionally as 50 Cent. Steve Harvey is an American multi-talented media artist with the ability to host, radio broadcaster, and comedian.
There's also this one British girl who pops up on a ton of these videos as well.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. One of Nick Cannon's baby mamas, Lanisha Cole, has accused disgusting trolls of sending death threats to their newborn daughter. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. He told the New York Times style magazine that he'd built up walls due to issues from his childhood. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Popular Yellowstone actor Kevin Costner is mourning William Hurt in a gut-wrenching post on social media. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Tia Mowry is getting candid about her postpartum depression struggle after the birth of her daughter Cairo.
Occasionally, though, you do get a glitch in the matrix on the smaller channels, and actual people will show up in the videos. Celebrities We Lost Today, with 100,000 channel views, had an actual person on camera in one of their recent videos. Also, I've seen some of these videos with people in the corner silently talking in front of a green screen. I'm not really sure what that function is there. Many of the channels have almost identical channel descriptions as well, insisting that their information is all from Wikipedia, images are from Google, etc. Here's a sub-collection of channels that use this description format. But probably the most alluring yet haunting aspect of these channels is that many times they weren't always propagating celebrity death hoaxes. We saw that the Celebrity History channel once housed the vlog of Hugh Minte, but this isn't the only one. All Celebrity began with a series of house tour videos in Pakistan. Black Celebrity Portal at one point was cranking out how to draw videos before celebrity clickbait was the MO. Celeb Vision used to have countdowns of fastest cars. But some of these channels have traded hands more than once. Black Stars News in 2010 was posting videos of Latin American boys boxing each other in school. After an 8-year hiatus, 4 videos of some Vietnamese dudes mixing concrete appear on the channel, and 4 months later, the death hoaxing starts. Alan Radio, 24 million channel views, has 2 videos from 2013 filmed by a Mexican boy, the second one of his friend fucking up a phone.
Throw the phone on the floor.
Then, after 8 years of silence, 5 videos show up of a Vietnamese woman speaking to someone off camera.
Anh của anh cho đỡ anh tiền nữa. Nhưng mà cái chú nhà mi là phát rồi, đây chạy đi ra đừng có đau.
A year later, the hoaxing starts. It should be noted though that these channel histories are based on what remain. There could be many videos that have been deleted. The top 6 channels have very long gaps between their creation and first uploads. World of Stars 3 years, Stars News 2.5 years, Nene Star News 4 years, CB News 2.5 years, Celebrity Tribute 11 years, Real Cool News 2.5 years. All this together indicates to me that many of these channels are not being acquired through organic means, and the more astute hoaxers are potentially wiping previous content off their page before they start spamming. So while the ideal state for these channels is to operate as faceless entities, from old remaining videos and other clues, we can piece together some identifying information about them. In particular, 2 countries of origin pop up over and over again. One is Pakistan. Some channels, like Who Died Today, literally list its location as Pakistan. Others, like Top Famous Celebrities, have Pakistani food videos in their archives. In total, I've identified 7 channels with clear links to Pakistan. The other country, you may have guessed by now, is Vietnam. There are 11 channels on my list with a connection to Vietnam. Deceased Celebrities, like Black Stars News and Alan Radio, follows the same Mexican children to Vietnamese berry picking to death hoax pipeline. Recuerda Gente Famosa had a long series of Vietnamese stock videos before uploading the hoaxes. Celeb Disappeared and Deceased Celeb Hollywood were at one time uploading Vietnamese food vids. Louis TV had Vietnamese music. Quick Road used to be a Vietnamese gaming channel. And Hope Star had more unsettling videos of a Vietnamese woman staring past the camera for hours. The weird thing though is that this isn't the first time Vietnamese actors have been connected to YouTube spam networks. An article from March 2020 about hyperpartisan political clickbait channels found links to Vietnam. For example, the channel News24H, which in addition to their incessant text-to-speech breaking news videos about Nancy Pelosi, also has a few videos of a Vietnamese woman staring past the camera for hours. Here's an article from this November about channels claiming to livestream World Cup matches with Vietnamese commentary, only for them to actually show blurry FIFA 23 gameplay. Or this Reddit thread from 2020 about a fake news tracker specifically made for Vietnamese language articles and videos because the problem was becoming so rampant during COVID. Or these resources linking ElsaGate type content back to Vietnamese production houses. Or this Reddit thread mentioning the strange videos of Vietnamese women showing up as pre-roll ads. Or this video from How to Cook That about Vietnamese content farms producing shitty life hack vids. For whatever reason, Vietnam seems to be a hotspot for these kinds of unscrupulous algorithm exploiters, and maybe we shouldn't be so surprised that these Vietnamese connections are overrepresented in the celebrity death hoax ring as well. The other day I was scrolling through TikTok like the degenerate I am, and wouldn't you know it, but a certain trend started showing up on my For You page.
George Clooney dead at 61. No! No! Don't tell it to me like that! I'm so sorry. Jennifer Aniston dead. What? She's my idol. Oh my god. Why? What? How? What? No way.
What? This one's very cute.
Anderson Cooper.
What?
He's dead at age 55.
What? What?
Heart attack.
No fucking way!
It's so topical. I mean, it really does illustrate exactly why this type of scam works. All someone has to do is throw out a famous name, age, time of death, and it sends people into a momentary tailspin. Their first reaction isn't to do a deep dive on the digital footprint of the source. The first reaction is shock, horror. Is this for real? How did they die? I gotta find out more. And then they click. Like I said, the celebrity death hoax grift is a small subset of the clickbait content farm ecosystem. If the channels I've identified have 600 million views between them, generic celebrity clickbait not necessarily focused on death might be on the order of 10 billion views. And scaling up the total lifetime view pool captured by these clickbait schemes in general could be on the order of hundreds of billions of views. Under modest CPM assumptions, that's a market in the hundreds of millions of US dollars or trillions of Vietnamese dong. If you're a kid with internet access in Vietnam, you know how to code, you don't give a flying fuck about American celebrities or politics, and you want to make some money, all you gotta do is steal, buy, or set up some YouTube channels with monetization enabled, auto-generate some alarming thumbnails and titles, pay some people on Fiverr to read Wikipedia articles, and if your operation nets like 20 million views even, that's like 1.5 billion dong. That'll get you pretty far someplace where an upper middle class salary is around 300 million dong per year. I don't want to be overly hysterical about this whole thing. Like, I'm not going to make claims that these content farms are invading YouTube and ruining the platform, or make false accusations that YouTube is either negligent to the problem or actively allowing this trash to proliferate. For as much as people rightfully bitch about YouTube, on the flip side, moderating the second largest social network in the world is not an easy feat. It's a continual battle to rid the site of unethical opportunists who take advantage of loopholes in the algorithm. I remain confident that, like in the Elsagate situation, once YouTube prioritizes handling these hoaxers, they'll be exterminated in short order. It might take a few months, it might take a year, but eventually they'll be wiped off the platform, just in time for me to bitch about the next scam infecting the site. But still, in comparison to other clickbait schemes, I find this celebrity death hoax ring to be uniquely predatory, and there's like a Dante's Inferno stratification to the level of evils here. At the least objectionable end, you have channels that scan AP News for legitimate celebrity deaths. They're not lying, they're not being dishonest, but they are parasites that profit solely off of others dying, which is fucked up as is. But further down in the depths, you'll find the channels that exaggerate news of celebrity health problems, exploit news of celeb loved ones passing to make misleading thumbnails, or just flat out defaming celebrities by pretending they're dead. Arrange these fucks however you'd like in the Inferno, I can't really decide. I'm not the most fond of celebrity culture, I don't feel like the people in the public sphere deserve any special empathy from me. That said, they also don't deserve to be literally fucking slandered. Like, imagine you're Simon Cowell, you've been dealing with body dysmorphia for ages, the shitty plastic surgeries start to catch up to you, and after an embarrassing public appearance, a bunch of videos pop up announcing your death. Or let's say you're Bruce Willis dealing with aphasia which totally derailed your acting career, and now there's a Vietnamese cartel out there making dong bang from clickbaiting your condition. Or say you're Michael Strahan, your father who you're close to just passed away, and these fucking leeches are using your likeness and news of your father's passing to make a quick buck. But squarely at the bottom of this cesspool is anyone who could do something as vile as this to a kid who never had the chance to opt out of being a public figure. Let's help YouTube do the right thing. Share this video so we can help wipe these scammers off the platform.